Hello everyone, you are listening to the Upshift podcast. Today is a very special episode because it is our first ever Formula E podcast episode. Today we are talking about the Berlin E-Prix that just happened. By the time of recording this, it happened 24 minutes ago. And it was a pretty exciting race. It's kind of what we thought it would be if you did see qualifying. It was a very exciting qualifying with Antonio Felix da Costa getting on pole position. I'll just read through the qualifying thing. Da Costa started on pole, followed by Jean-Eric Verne, then Sebastian Buemi, then Nick de Vries, and that's all it says for some reason. But yeah, that's just the top six. Those were kind of the people who were contending for the win, and a lot of the title contenders were in that top six. But weirdly, Stoffel Van Dorn and Sam Bird were not in the top six. Surprisingly, but Antonio Felix da Costa, the championship leader, has taken pole position with championship rival Jean-Eric Verne as his teammate in the DS Agita first front wheel lockout since season 4, I believe, in 2 years, something like that, for DS Agita. So the Grand Prix was very interesting, with Antonio Felix da Costa. Obviously, he came and won by over 5 seconds, 5.445 seconds over Andre Lauderer, who gained one position. Third place was Sam Bird, who came up 4 positions from 7th position. Nick de Vries, my personal favorite Formula E driver, had a okay race. Only gained one position, but did finish in P4, starting from P5. Jerome D'Ambrosio, he gained one position, starting P6. He was filling in for the surprising departure of Pascal Wehrlein from the Mahindra team. Fifth was Stoffel Van Dorn, who gained 9 positions, starting from P15, gaining all the way to P6. Sebastian Buemi is the first person to lose positions in the race, starting from P4 and losing positions all the way to P7. Maximilian Gunther, championship contender, he lost positions as well. Gained position, starting from P12, going all the way up to P8. Lucas de Grassi in the Audi ABT Scheffler racing team, he gained 11 positions, starting in P20 and going up to P9. Alexander Sims, title contender as well, gained 6 positions, starting from P16 all the way to P10. Grabbing that final championship point, getting out of the points, was Audi driver Rene Rast, starting from P13 and gaining 2 positions all the way up to P11. Dorio Montera, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. I'm pretty sure I pissed off a lot of people. He gained 2 positions, starting from P14 to P12. P17 to P13 he gained positions. Neil Janney. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these names wrong. I can't pronounce these names. Going from P11 to P14 was Alex Lynn, losing 3 positions. Losing quite a lot of positions was Mitch Evans in the Jaguar Racing. Then Oliver Rowland gaining positions, going from P23 to P16. Then James Collado, P24 to P17. Then Oliver Turvey staying in his position in P8. Daniel, recent Neo team recruit Daniel Abt. We all probably know the story of why he moved. He went from P21 to P19. Jean-Eric Verne went way down and went from P2 to P20. The rookie making his Formula E debut was Sergio Sette Camara, gaining one position, P22 to P21. Then Nico Mueller lost 3 positions from P19 to P22, and then there were 2 DNFs. Felipe Massa, former Formula 1 driver. You guys probably know him. Brazilian for the Rocket Venturi Racing Team. And then the Envision Virgin Racing Team, Robin Frigens. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing these wrong. I don't know. This is one of the first I'll be honest, this is one of the first Formula E races I fully watched. And yeah, those are the classifications. It's definitely a good race. I think the driver of the day is definitely Stoffel van Dorn. He fought through the field, going from P15 to P6. So a good result for him. Now the championship, if this would load. Sorry, it's just the team in first place right now, I think, is DS Chachita. Sorry. They have Jean-Eric Verne and Antonio Felix da Costa. They are doing really well for themselves, but again, Jean-Eric Verne not having a quite optimal race for him, losing 18 positions. Also, in different news, you guys might have seen the Mercedes EQ Formula E team change their livery to an all-black Formula E livery. Obviously, for the end to racism protests that they are doing also in Formula 1. So good job, Mercedes, in pushing what should have been done years and years and years ago. And the championship standings, if I can find them. I'm sorry about this. Alright, here we go. Alright, the championship standings are Antonio Felix da Costa, then Mitch Evans, then Max Günther gaining 1 position, overtaking Alexander Sims. Sims is in 4th place. Stoffel van Dorn goes up to 5th place. Zandberg to 6th. P7 is Andre Lotterer. He gained a couple positions. P8 is Lucas de Grassi. P9, Sebastian Buemi. P10, Eduardo Montera. P11, going way down, is Jean-Eric Verne. P12, gaining a few positions, is Nick de Vries. P13 is Oliver Rowland. P14 is Pascal Wehrlein, but he's not going to race anymore this year, at least. I don't think he's in a Formula E team anymore. P15 was Jerome D'Ambrosio in the Mahindra, also the other Mahindra, in P15. P16, Robin Fringes, P17 is James Collado. P18 is Daniel Abd in the Neo. Felipe Massa, P19 in the Rocket Venturi Racing Team, and Brandon Hartley in P20. He's obviously also not racing. He was just replaced by Sergio Sette Camara. P21 is Oliver Turvey. P22 Rene Rast. P23 Nico Mueller. P24 Neil Gianni. P25 Alex Lynn, and P26 Quinn Hama. And P27 is the rookie Sergio Sette Camara. In other news, you guys might have seen that someone is joining the Formula E grid. replacing Sam Bird. Sam Bird is moving over to Jaguar Formula E team, and replacing him is Nick Cassidy. So I'm very happy about that. If you guys remember a few episodes ago with Josh Ravel, we talked about Nick Cassidy, and you guys can also check out the Nick Cassidy video that Josh Ravel did on his YouTube channel. I'll leave the link in the description. But he is a very, very, very good driver. If you guys don't know him, and he definitely deserves that seat. He had the fastest time in the rookie test a few months ago, so he is definitely a very talented driver. In other news, the next races will be in Berlin, as we all know, but then there will be 3 tracks. If you guys don't know, it's just the regular one that we had today, and then there will be a reverse, and then it will be the same track, but it'll be slightly longer. Today was the regular, the regular, and tomorrow, not tomorrow, I think tomorrow, no, the 8th, sorry, I believe will be, I think it will be the reverse, and then they'll be kind of switching off with the tracks. So I am definitely excited for the race next time on August the 8th, in my time. I hope you guys have all enjoyed this podcast. Follow me on Instagram at UpshiftF1. Follow me on Twitter at the Upshift Podcast. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at the Upshift Podcast. The T is a 1 because Formula 1. Get it? Joke. Follow us and keep updated. If you want updates on, if you somehow can't watch the Formula 1 race on Sundays, I will be giving you guys kind of updates on the race on Twitter, if you do have Twitter. Consider liking and sharing the podcast. Share it with friends and family, and goodbye.